It feels like we're witnessing a massive breakup in real time. It's not a celebrity divorce, but something nerdier and, honestly, way more consequential. Have you looked at your timeline lately? It feels like every other post is a screenshot of someone cancelling their OpenAI subscription and moving over to Anthropic.
Oh, absolutely. Huh. It's not you, it's me. Actually, wait, no, it is you moment for ChatGPT. We are seeing a genuine migration. And what's fascinating is that for the longest time, ChatGPT was just the synonym for AI, like Kleenex or Google. But now, people are packing their bags and moving to Claude.
Right? And it's not just the tech hipsters anymore, it's regular users. But here is the million-dollar question. Is this just shiny object syndrome? Or is Anthropic actually doing something that fundamentally breaks the monopoly?
It's definitely more than just new toy energy. I think we need to look at the friction points. For a long time, ChatGPT was the smartest guy in the room. But recently, users have been complaining about, let's call it laziness. You ask for code, and it gives you a placeholder. You ask for an essay, and it gives you that very distinct, robotic HR manager tone.
Oh, the HR voice. I know exactly what you mean. It's that overly sanitized bullet point style that screams, I am an AI language model. It feels like talking to a compliance officer.
Exactly. And that's where Anthropic, specifically the Claude models, has found a wedge. When you talk to Claude, the prose feels warmer. It feels more nuanced. It doesn't lecture you as much. It's almost like the difference between a strict librarian and a helpful research assistant who actually wants you to succeed. People are realizing that personality in an LLM isn't just a gimmick. It actually affects how much work you can get done.
That's a great point. It's the user experience of the text itself. But surely people aren't switching platforms just because the vibes are better. There has to be a utility gap, right?
There is, and it's massive. It's called artifacts.
Okay, break that down for me. I've seen the term, but why is it a game changer?
So, traditionally, chatting with an AI is linear. You ask, it answers, text, text, text. With artifacts, if you ask Claude to write code for a game, or design a website, or create a flowchart, it doesn't just give you a block of code. It opens a separate window and renders the thing live. You can interact with the app you just built, right there in the browser.
Wait, so it's moving from telling me the answer to showing me the solution?
Precisely. It turns the chat interface into a workspace. It stops being a Q&A session and starts being a collaboration. That is a profound shift in mental models. It makes ChatGPT feel, well, a bit archaic, a bit like a command line in a Windows world.
That's brutal. Calling ChatGPT archaic already? It's been out for less than 2 years.
Life comes at you fast in this industry. But look, there's a deeper philosophical thing happening here too. This migration proves that loyalty in the AI space is incredibly fragile. There is no ecosystem lock-in yet. If a model is 5% smarter or 10% less annoying, people leave. The friction to switch is zero. You just close one tab and open another.
That's terrifying if you're Sam Altman, isn't it? It suggests that being first doesn't guarantee you stay first. But let me play devil's advocate. Is this just a pendulum swing? ChatGPT releases GPT-5 and suddenly everyone comes running back.
It's very likely. We are in the browser wars era of AI. Remember when everyone used Internet Explorer, then Firefox, then Chrome? We are going to see this seesaw for years. But right now, the momentum is with Anthropic because they seem to be optimizing for flow. They are focusing on how a human actually thinks and works, whereas OpenAI lately feels like they are focusing on, well, scaling and safety, which are important but less tangible to the end user.
It's the difference between building a bigger engine and building a more comfortable car.
That's the perfect analogy. ChatGPT has a massive engine, but the ride has gotten bumpy. Claude feels like a luxury sedan. And here is another thing: context. Claude can digest massive amounts of information, entire books, code bases, without hallucinating as much as the older models. If you're a coder or a writer, that reliability is addictive. Once you taste it, you can't go back to the model that forgets what you said 3 paragraphs ago.
So we are trading raw brute force popularity for specific high quality utility. It feels like the market is maturing. We aren't just amazed that the dog can speak anymore. Now we care about what the dog is saying.
Exactly. The novelty phase is dead. We are in the utility phase. And right now, Anthropic is winning the utility war for power users. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. They are just trying to be the best tool for thinking.
It makes you wonder what the landscape looks like 6 months from now. If loyalty is this thin, are we just going to be mercenaries jumping between models every week depending on who shipped the latest update?
I think that's exactly where we are headed. We won't have a favorite AI. We'll have a roster. You'll use ChatGPT for quick facts, Claude for writing and coding, maybe Gemini for Google integration. But for now, the headline is clear. The giant is bleeding. People have realized there's a better way to work, and they aren't afraid to switch.
A sobering thought for the giants, but a pretty exciting time for us users. We actually have a choice now.
Choice is a beautiful thing, and it forces these companies to stop resting on their laurels. If they want to keep us, they have to earn us, every single day.
Well, on that note, I think I'm going to go test this script on Claude and see if it laughs at our jokes. Thanks for breaking this down.
Anytime. Just don't tell ChatGPT we had this conversation. It might get jealous.